morning, Internet. Good morning, World Wide Web. This is your boy, Edwin Rose, from Edwin Rose Bringing the Truth. Once again, doing my little early morning situation. Going to talk about bullying again. This is part two about bullying. Getting right into it. I gave you a long, drawn out coverage of what I feel is bullying on the first one. So if you go back, like I said, sorry these videos are long, but there's a lot of stuff on my mind, so I want to get it out, and I want to get it out in a way that you guys hopefully understand my point versus what's going on. So I always give you tidbits. So I'm going to talk about cyberbullying, which I don't believe in. I don't believe that the word is even a thing to even name. How can you cyberbully me? Think about it. If I have a Facebook, I can make my Facebook private. My friends are my friends now. My friends share stuff, they're not your friends. And then I'm pretty sure if they're your friends and they shared something, who shared that situation, that picture, that post, or that comment. Now, like I said, once again, a lot of people are not going to like what I have to say, but I'm going to be real with y'all. I'm going to always be real with y'all. If you put something out there to the world, it's not the world's fault that they make derogatory comments. It's your fault. You gave them that. You gave them the ammo. Now you're getting shot at, and you talk about, oh, they shooting at me. Oh, Lord, they doing this to me. They doing it. No, you did it to yourself. See, if you're that sensitive about something, if that's going to make you upset, if you do something and put it out there to the world, that's your fault. I'm doing a whole mentoring thing right now, so I've been reading a lot of books, a lot of psychology books. I've been reading quite a bit lately. So one thing that all the books, all the great people that try to give advice, one thing that they all say is you have to take you have to take accountability of your actions. So if you're putting something out there to the world, it's your fault. You're not a politician. You're not trying to give a message. You're not trying to help anybody. You're just putting pictures up. You just, even the people that get attacked for putting their thoughts up, if that's how you feel, your thoughts should be private. If that's how you feel, your pictures should be private. So I don't understand, how you are not taking ownership of your actions, and I think that's one thing that that's always been instilled in me. If you guys have watched the video, some of you guys have heard me mention that I was the only child. So if anything came up broken, I had to take ownership of it. I was the only one there. And I learned at an early age, just go ahead and take ownership of it. Hey, moms, I broke this. Or, hey, moms, I did X, Y, Z. And for me, I didn't get a whooping, or maybe, the whooping wasn't as severe or whatever. The punishment wasn't as severe if I just went ahead and took ownership of it. But here's the society we live in right now, is that everybody wants to point fingers at everybody. Everybody wants to do this. Nobody wants to say, you know what, maybe I shouldn't have done that. And, in particular story, I've had private conversations about this particular story. And Myra Anderson, little young girl, she has some kind of chromosome disease. Don't know too much about it, but I know she's, from the picture at the time, she was 2 years old. She was celebrating her birthday. I think that was a beautiful moment for her family. The doctors didn't give her that long to live. I think that should have been a private moment. But since you didn't make it a private moment and you put it out there to the world, and the mom's on Steve Harvey crying, she's talking about people that say mean things. Where do you think you live? Where do you think you live where, you know, everybody's not sympathetic like that? Now, you'll never find me, or you'll never find a post on here of me talking about someone's child like that. I would never do that, you know. But Miss Anderson, you have to take ownership of that. You did that to yourself, and you did that to your daughter, and you did that to your family. Take the pictures, have the private moment, share it with your family, and this wouldn't have happened. You know? Now, since you are being bullied, and you know, the second video, the first video, I told you guys how to handle that, and nobody's ever told you. And Steve Harvey told you, you can't worry about what people say. If that's what you're going to do, if you're really going to do that, you can't worry about what people say. You don't need to be getting sympathy showers right now. You're a grown-ass woman. You should have known that. You should have known by putting your daughter's picture out there that people were going to attack it. The picture, not your daughter. Because like he said, people are just hateful, man. People are just going to say what they want to say. People are going to, you know, do what they want to do. And it has nothing to do with your daughter except for the way she looks. That's it. But if you're going to put it out there to the world, you can't go up here and you want to change the legislations about bullying. All this, come on, man. Come on, man. That's not bullying. First and foremost, you know, you have a little box over there that you can block people. You have a little box over there that you can open it up to the public, or just share it with your friends. That's your fault. That's your fault, man. You know, you got to take ownership of your actions. You know, you can't be sitting up here with one tear dropping down your face on Steve Harvey talking about you're upset. You can't do that. You know, society right now is so weak and so weak-minded. And every time something happens to them, they want to blame something else. But you got to start taking ownership of your own actions. The thousands and millions of people didn't put that video, those pictures up there for them to crop, for them to you know, make fun of your daughter. You did. Sorry. The facts. Not what I think. Facts. You did that. All they did was comment to it. Every page and every website out there, you have comment boxes. You can download pictures. You made everything available to them to do it. And then if you have a cell phone, you can pull it up and you can take a screenshot and then crop it and do what you want to do with it. So you knew that. You know that. Come on, man. So to the family, you know, I'm definitely sympathetic on the father side, but this is not Edwin Rose being a parent to everybody. This is Edwin Rose bringing the truth. What you should have did was, next time, you know, next birthday, you know, like you said, like Steve said, she wasn't meant to even live this long. Shoot, every day is a celebration for her life. Every day. So if that was my child, I would be putting pictures of her on my Facebook every day. But my Facebook is private. There's certain things that I've opened up to the world. You know, you got the little box that you can say share with everybody. There's certain things that I do that. That's because I want people to see it. That's because I want people to hear that view or see that post or whatever. But there's pictures and stuff on there that nobody is going to see but my friends and my family. Matter of fact, there's pictures on there that I only shared with 2 or 3 people that I wanted them to see. So you got to be smarter than the other people out there. You know, you gotta protect yourself First and foremost, man, protect you. Protect that little baby. Protect your daughter. Don't ever put your daughter in that situation again. You put her in that situation. You put her face to the world to see. So now you're getting the backlash of it. Now you're talking about everybody hurt your feelings. This is where you got to start being real. This is where everybody got to start being real. I have a big nose. People are going to talk about it. It is what it is. Who cares? I had a parent that the first time that I came home and that was an issue, she assured me, whatever other qualities that she saw in me, she told me those things and to not worry about it. Of course, it bothers you for a little while, but as you mature, as you get older, you understand that those words at that time absolutely mean nothing. They hurt, but so does falling. Falling hurts. You can trip over something and fall, bust your knee, scrape your hands up, hit your elbow, bang your head. But most parents will say, hey, get up. If you fall off the horse, get back on the horse again. Come on, man. You gotta pick yourself up. You gotta pick your baby up. You gotta pick this up for one. It's gonna hurt. Okay, now you learn from that. All right, let's move forward. Get back up there. Now, this internet thing, this thing right here could be the devil. It could be the worst and greatest invention single-handedly balled up into one situation. Because yes, you can share your thoughts. Yes, you can share your precious moments. Yes, I have reached out and found family and friends. And yes, I do have a political web page that's on Facebook that is open to the public, that I share my thoughts with, and I share my love for my people. And I do things like this, and I do tutorials. I have 3 right now on mentoring. And I'm just trying to open up myself to the world. And I think I got 25 likes on it, and this thing been up for 3 years. So you put your picture up there, now look how negative the world is. Let me try to give you something positive. Look how negative the world is. If you ever see this video, run across this video, go to the page and find something negative on my page. I got 25 likes. Not one video went viral. But you posted a picture of your daughter and it went, phew. You're on TV. You get to tell your story. But anything to help people, anything that a person is saying to help people don't want to hear that. That's the type of world we live in right now, sweetheart. That's the type of messages that are actually going viral. Is the negative ones. People don't want to help each other. People want to bash people. Don't want to go too long on this video, so check this out. This is part 2 of bullying, but just give it a thought. Just take it in a little bit and teach your kids. Yes, we are poor. Don't try to sugarcoat shit. Don't put it in the child's head that they are. And say, I hate to say this, but don't put it in a child's head that they are beautiful when you know their looks are different than other people. Because then you're gonna really, really, really have to untangle some stuff. Find different words to say. Baby, you're unique. Find different ways to say, you're beautiful inside. But don't call your little ugly child beautiful, because that is going to be more hurtful than it will be helpful. And I hope you understand that. And as a father, I would never say any of my children are ugly. But you got to be real with yourself and real with your child. You have to humble yourself sometimes. You have to humble yourself sometimes. So when you humble yourself and you put your child out there to the world, your child is ready for it. Your child is, even if you do have the most beautiful child in the world, just don't feed that to your child, because as you know, children are gonna go ham. They're gonna be like, man, you ugly, you ain't pretty, you ugly. And then for them hearing that the first time, it's gonna break them down. It's going to break them down. Stepdaughter went through it, broke her down. She's a pretty girl, but that's all she's been told. She hasn't been humbled. That experience humbled her. Okay, everybody's not going, and everybody's not going to see you in that same light. Everybody's not going to kiss your butt. So you got to teach it. You know, you got to mix it up, parents. You got to. You know, you got to. But always be honest. Always be real. You know, because now you got to untangle some stuff that you did, that you caused, that you shouldn't have, if you would just be honest. Okay? So, with that said, I'm going to sign off. This is Edwin Rose from Edwin Rose Bringing the Truth. You guys have a wonderful evening. Peace.